Welcome to Discovering DeSoto, a podcast by DeSoto County Tourism. Here we help you discover what makes the top of the Mississippi and Magnolia State so special. Here with me is the City of Hernando Community Development Director, Gia Matheny. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me today.
Of course, so we are going to talk about one of my favorite things in DeSoto County. It is the Hernando Farmers Market. So before we dive into the Hernando Farmers Market, you've been known as one of the best farmers markets in the South by Southern Living. You are an economic development driver, and you are a place that makes Saturdays in Hernando so special from April to October. But first, talk about the Hernando Farmers Market and how it got started.
Well, I've been with the city I'm going on 11 years now, and I started with the city and overseeing the farmers market. But it started in 2008 as a conception with the City of Hernando and the Chamber of Commerce and just some volunteers who wanted to have a place to sell agricultural products and bring the community together and provide accessible local foods. And since then, it has really grown into something much, much more than that, and we're very proud of it because it's a place where not only the community, the residents of Hernando can come on Saturdays and spend time with their family and friends, but it's been a very big tourism driver for the city, and it attracts people from all over the South. And it's just been a fabulous place to come on Saturdays during the week.
Definitely. Okay, so let's talk about some of the vendors we can see regularly at the Hernando Farmers Market.
Well, there's a lot of them. So we had 91 vendors last year.
Wow.
We have about 55 that are regular and are there every Saturday of the season, which is April through October. And you can have anything from all of your basic grocery staples. So beef, pork, lamb, milk, breads, honey, eggs. Those are your staple items, and they're there every week. And then we have our seasonal produce, and we have lots of farmers from the South that come. And what's so funny is that, in a good way, is that Mississippi is an agricultural state. And in the past, we did not see a lot of our local small farmers sell their products because we do a lot of commercial farming. And this has given them an outlet to be able to sell their products locally. And if you have ever come to a farmer's market to buy local produce, you understand not only the value that you are giving the farmer, but the value you're taking home with you too, because the food just tastes exceptional.
It does, and what's so cool in preparation for our interview, I saw where the average American's food travels around 2,500 miles
Yes.
before it gets to your doorstep. When you purchase Hernando Farmers Market items from the market, from the local artisans and the providers, the farmers, it is an average of less than 30 miles.
Yes, that's correct.
And so not only are you helping the economic development and impact of the community, but you're helping farmers from the region as well. So it's a win-win. Talk about some of the activities beyond just going to purchase beautiful flowers and produce and bread that you have going on throughout the season.
That is one of the other drivers to the farmers market are the activities. And we start at 7 a.m. while the vendors are setting up because the market starts at 8. We have sunrise yoga every single Saturday, and we appreciate Stars in Motion. They lead that effort for us. It's really fun. There's probably somewhere between 10 to 20 people that come out every Saturday to do that. With that, we also have senior days, which are for senior citizens the second Saturday of every month. Children's days are the last Saturday of every month, and we will incorporate additional activities throughout the month, and especially on those days. So with Senior Day, after yoga, we might offer Tai Chi or another yoga class or an arthritis class with chairs for the seniors to come out. They can sit in the shade. We have a beautiful venue. That's another attraction of our downtown market is around our Courthouse Square, and it keeps the summertime months very cool because we have some beautiful oak trees that shade most of the farmers. and they will come out and just enjoy themselves. We set up a senior citizen area the second Saturday of the month, and we have a sponsor, Leaf Filter Gutter Guard, who provides what we call our token program. So they are $5 tokens. So the first 100 seniors receive a $5 token to purchase anything of their choosing, and we do that to improve their mental health and improve their mortality rate. The last Saturday of the month is Children's Day from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. We offer lots of free activities. That can be anything from kids swag to hula hoop to arts and crafts, and we also have an early literacy focus with our Excel by 5 program. So the first 100 children receive a free book and a $5 POP buck, and POP stands for the power of produce, because we want them to get to eat healthy at an early age. And what we have found out, especially from the feedback from our parents, is that the children take that buck and they purchase peaches or muscadine grapes or tomatoes or something that they like, and they're more willing to eat those fresh fruits and vegetables at home because they purchased it. And so that gets them back to the market to purchase more fruits and vegetables, and we feel that that's also a great way to start eating healthy at an early age. And we have a sponsor for that, which is DeSoto Children's Clinic. They purchase the bucks for the children because they also have a focus on children's health, and it's been wonderful.
Well, I love the focus from children's health to seniors. My kids, we were reading the Farmers Market book last night, and so it's a favorite in our house. But it's also so great to expose your children to where their food comes from.
Yes.
And when we decided to grow our family, that was a huge focus with our lack of a green thumb in our backyard garden to at least expose them to the beautiful Hernando Farmers Market from April to October, to showcase where the tomatoes can come from, and talk back and forth to the local farmers, which is such a unique opportunity to not only see where your food comes from, but then talk to those that grew it. And just the heart behind it is so welcoming to understand why they love what they do. And I know you love what you do. Mm-hmm. You are a change maker across DeSoto County. Talk about some of the what makes you happy, what puts a smile on your face when you look at the development of the Hernando Farmers Market and how it has continued to exceed expectations and receive accolades.
Well, you know, I heard somebody talking the other day about Sundays were the days where everybody went to grandma's house. And you don't really see that anymore because, you know, we have 2 income earning families, many of them, and they are transferred to different states and not always near their original family home. Mm-hmm. And they have sort of gone away from that lifestyle. And the farmers market is that connector, I guess, to everyone, not only for their immediate family, but for their friends and visitors that come to the market. But they also build a relationship with those vendors, just like you were saying. They can see where their products are coming from and where they're being grown, but they build a relationship. They may have a favorite farmer that they come see every weekend, and they talk and they have a good time. And it's just a wonderful feeling. We have music out there on Saturdays, every Saturday also, so people can come out and they'll sit and they'll just enjoy the day. It's a place where they can convene, and we call that our city center in our downtown, so it's just a wonderful place to come. One of the other things, though, that I have seen that makes me feel so good are not only the friendly faces, because I work for the city. You can have friendly faces and you can have not so friendly faces, but the farmers market, everyone's always in a great mood and it's a great spirit out there. But I've also seen the opportunity for these farmers and local vendors, because we have cottage food vendors and we have crafters, how they have been able to expand their business. So if somebody is wanting to, say, tip their toe into something different than what they're used to doing, they can use the farmers market as an opportunity to test the waters. We've had a local farmer, and they were a cottage food vendor at first. Say they were doing sourdough breads. Well, they built up such a wonderful business, they now have a storefront in Hernando. So it's a wonderful way to expand your business, get your foot in the door, and build your customer base. And we have seen that with quite a few vendors at the farmers market, and it really does make you feel good when you know you've had a hand in improving their life and improving the other lives that come to see them.
That's such a great answer. And what's so cool too is I know who you're talking about. And they still have on the weekends their booth at the Hernando Farmers Market because they see the importance of exposure and how well the market receives people from all walks of life and all regions. Talk about some of the statistics when you look at how many people come throughout the season and where those farmers are coming from.
Well, we have a diverse group of farmers. We have lots of different products. Mississippi has a lot of summer produce. That's your basic tomatoes, squash, potatoes, onions, things like that. And then we have seasonal vendors, which are blueberry, blackberry, muscadine.
The last stat I saw was that over 100,000 people last year visited the Hernando Farmers Market.
Yes, okay, so we have over 100,000 people that do come to the market each year. We also collect data from our vendors, and that's something that not all the markets do. So what we tried to do, and we do this discreetly, we don't share any private information, but we are able to get aggregate data to see how well the farmers are doing, to see if we're doing our job in getting the word out to get people to come see the farmers market. And we had over $500,000 in sales last year just from April through October that went into the hands of our farmers and our vendors. And what we have to tell people is that even though it's not coming back to the city or to the farmers market, that money is spent locally, and that goes right back into our community. And if we can help those that live in our community, that's only helping our other local businesses too, and that helps the city as a whole.
Once again, I think that is so important, and we really look as a family as our Saturday mornings as part of our Hernando Saturday mornings. And so we know we're going to visit the farmers market, but then we're going to go to lunch at Buoncibo. We're going to go down the street and pick up our bread, or go grab ice cream at Velvet Cream. You know, there's so many different places that you can enjoy in Hernando, both before or after the farmers market as well.
That's right.
And so it's such a great way to not only regionally come and visit Hernando if you haven't been to Hernando in a while, but even those that live in Hernando, it is a weekend must, just like, you know, Friday night lights in the fall to go to the football games. Where do you see the Hernando Farmers Market in the next 5, 10, 15 years? What are your goals for the market, or how can the community help you receive and meet those goals as well?
Well, I think we are growing, and that's a good thing, but we also have only so much space on our courthouse square, and we haven't maxed that out yet, so we still have the potential to continue to grow some. I don't know if I'm looking at it so long term as I am looking at it today and just growing it in the near future, because I don't want to change it. So what I say our farmers market is an old-fashioned farmers market with a modern twist. We don't want to get from that away from our old fashioned ways. I mean, that's what makes the farmers market what it is. We don't allow food trucks at our farmers market. I think when you start doing that, it becomes too commercialized and you lose that feel. Everyone that's out there, it just has a different feel when you come to Hernando. And I think that's one of the unique, quaint qualities of the Hernando Town Square. And the farmers market fits into that just perfectly.
It does, and you can still, while you're walking around the square, you can pick up the fresh squeezed lemonade from the Lemonade Man. That's a family favorite. And then for those that like coffee, Coffee Central.
Yes.
I like my sugar-free hazelnut that I can pick up and walk around the market. And you also have some roasted coffee there on the square. So as you're walking around, you can smell fresh roasted coffee, and so coffee beans at that. And so it's such a unique experience. What are some of the things that you're seeing around town in Hernando or DeSoto County specifically that are exciting you and that you are encouraging others to explore and discover?
Well, outside of the market, because I love the market, and as a community developer, I love to see anything that improves the quality of life of our residents, and it also improves the quality of life of the surrounding communities that may not have a lot of the assets that we offer in the city. Those are tourism drivers to the city, and I love the way that our elected officials are moving forward with their design practices. That's what keeps Hernando Hernando, and I think that's what sets us apart from some of the other cities. I think all of the cities in DeSoto County are doing wonderful things, and they're all unique. And this is one of the things that makes us unique to DeSoto County. But I love to see now in South Haven they're getting ready to expand the Visitors Convention Center, and I think that will be a huge tourism driver. They'll have an opportunity to come to the farmers market in our downtown and to any other things that are happening in DeSoto County. I think we're just, we are the fastest growing county in the state right now, and I think a lot of that is just due to all of the policies and practices that all of our elected officials in DeSoto County are doing, and that's attractive to anybody that's in the entire Mid-South. So I think what they're doing is great, and they just need to keep doing what they're doing.
Yes, well said. Hernando is such a quaint and a bustling town as well, continuing to grow but still create that southern charm and maintain that beauty that generations have really enjoyed. I love each year the Christmas parade, and you have the senior parade that goes through the town as well, celebrating the high school seniors. Hernando is such a beautiful city, and encourage them, if you haven't checked out the Hernando Farmers Market, tell people where they can go to learn more.
Yes, so you can go to the City of Hernando website at cityofhernando.org. We also have a new tourism mobile app so that you can go to Apple or Google Play, and it is you could either look at it for the City of Hernando or Visit Hernando, Mississippi. We have lots of events throughout the year, not just the Farmers Market. The Farmers Market is our staple event, and it's held 27 weeks of the year. We have a Christmas market in November. It's always the second Saturday in November, and it's in conjunction with our holiday event, which this will be the 6th year. It's a wonderful event. I love Hernando Dickens of a Christmas. We were founded in 1837. And we bring back the Victorian era, and we have lots of cultural activities that are free to the community and to visitors. We had approximately 15,000 people that came to the event last year, Friday and Saturday, and we had our first ghost tour. We're going to do that again this year. We're very excited. But we have a touch-a-truck for children. We do lots of things for senior citizens, and we really try to touch all ages in Hernando. So Hernando is a wonderful place to come and visit, so please check us out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on Discovering DeSoto, for sharing the beauty that is the Hernando Farmers Market. We'll definitely have to have you come on again to talk about Dickens of a Christmas, because that is a can't miss event. You have to mark that on your calendar, and make sure you at least mark 26 out of the 27 market Saturdays on the calendar as well. Gia Matheny, you are a change maker in DeSoto County, and you are such a beacon of economic development here in our county, and we are better off because you're here. So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.